The Weekly Pour Podcast, proving time and time again that success is 1% inspiration, 98% perspiration, and 2% attention to detail.
What's up, guys? It's me. It's TbT. This is the Weekly Pour Podcast, and we are bringing you a special conversation that Ace and I just had today with Miljenko Matijevic, better known as the lead vocalist for SteelHeart. Now, Miljenko provides us with a plethora of information, and we wanted to share that with you on an impromptu episode. So we hope you enjoy.
What's happening, gentlemen?
Not a whole lot. First off, thanks for joining us. I am TbT. This guy right here next to me is Ace. We are the hosts of the Weekly Pour Podcast, and we've been hoping for a while to get you on board, and we are absolutely ecstatic to have you on. So we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Absolutely,
I look forward to it.
So, are you in LA now?
I'm in Los Angeles, California, in my studio. In West Hollywood, I have a studio, and I live close by. So it's a what's the word? Good working environment. I get a lot done.
Right. So many people have their own studios these days. It makes it so easy just to go down and create if you want to, or
Well, I have I have a full on. I mean, I've always had a studio because that's where I record all my stuff, my vocals and music. I record everything. I'll do the drums. I'll do drums somewhere else, and we'll mix somewhere else. But everything else is done here at the lot. So, and a home studio for me is out of the question. It just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean?
Are you working on some solo stuff, or are you working on stuff with the band?
Yeah, I'm actually working on some really top secret shit.
You won't say a word.
No, seriously, but I am working on some really interesting new stuff, and we've been so busy with the 30th anniversary album, releasing that and also the promoting it and all of that. So it's been taking all my time. And just yesterday, I locked myself in for a minute so I can get some of this other stuff done. But there's some really new, exciting stuff coming. Absolutely. More solo kind of thing.
So this 30th anniversary record, these are like revisioned versions of SteelHeart songs that you're working on?
So the album was what we did is we asked a bunch of fans and stuff what they like, what they want to hear, and what we did is we put it on one record. So we put 10 songs, one record, and we re-recorded like the top hits. So we re-recorded "She's Gone" with a 40-piece orchestra and vocals and piano, and we did "Mama Don't You Cry," 40-piece orchestra, vocals, piano. "Trust and Love" is also 40-piece. We did "Everybody Loves Eileen," which is out right now. It's a full balls to the wall rock and roll.
Yeah, that's my favorite one anyway.
Oh, great. But you got to defer the full version. The album version is a lot longer. We have a whole breakdown in the middle. It's like the way we do it live. So it's more edge, more live. We redid "We All Die Young," also remixed. What else did we do? "Good to Be Alive." I can't remember. Jesus, one of those most important ones. "I'll Never Let You Go."
Right. I was waiting for you to say that one. I was like, that
one. Silly boy.
Now you changed that one up quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, they're all. Eileen is probably the closest, but it has a breakdown with a heavy edge. But everything else is been, like I said, "She's Gone" re-recorded, rearranged. "Mama Don't You Cry" re-recorded, kind of the same arrangement. But "Angel Eyes, I'll Never Let You Go" is completely rearranged and re-recorded with acoustic.
Oh wow!
So I did an acoustic version, and now the album it's like kind of out. It's like kind of weird because the manufacturing screwed. I'll explain in a second. But I re-recorded "I'll Never Let You Go" with as a duet.
Right.
And it's really sweet. It's really nice, and I did it with my daughter.
Oh, outstanding.
So yeah, so not everyone knows that just yet, but might as well just put the cat out of the bag, and we will do a video for that as well. And it's yeah, it's really nice. It's a nice. It came out, I guess the best way to say it, honest, and the whole vision behind it wasn't just to do a song of, like a relationship kind of song. It was more of a love for one. So whether it's, a mother sending their son off into the war, or to the army or something, or an old couple, never let go dying or someone died, just a relationship, everything. It's all I'm never letting go. You know. So that was the whole vision behind that song.
Right. You could interpret that song a million different ways. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing.
Was your daughter eager to get into it?
Exactly. That's the whole point. It doesn't have to be romantic. Well, she wasn't ready. She didn't even know I was going to do it. So what happened is that we were going to do we were working with other artists, other famous singers, female singers, and I always wanted my daughter to do it, and then we went up to the whole other way to try to find somebody, and we got a couple of really cool artists. But it just seemed always a little complicated, when it comes to managers, labels, it's just, so I was we were coming home from a show one night, and I was on the plane, and I just bought her a ticket. I bought her a ticket, and I said, all right, and then I texted her on the plane. I said, hey, you I want you to sing the song with me as a duet. What do you think? Would you be interested in doing that? And she sends back, don't fuck with me. Are you serious? All right, don't, excuse my language, but don't be, doing that and not being honest and real about it. And I said, no, I'm very serious. It's like, I want you to do it. She goes, oh my God, that would be insane. I would love to do that. And so she said, well, when do you want to do it? When I said tomorrow. Tomorrow? What do you mean tomorrow? I go, yeah, fly you in tomorrow. But we got to get this done. And she's like, well, okay. And then I sent her a ticket right away because I already bought it on the plane. So yeah, she came in the next day and we banged it out in a week. It was great. So it's something special. It's just again, I'll never let go. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It's more the love for one. You know what I mean? I hope the world likes it, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is an excellent story.
I think it takes on even more when you put it in that perspective. It takes a lot. It gives more meaning to the song and to the lyric.
Now, you got to be careful messing with "She's Gone" because my understanding
Exactly.
is still the #1 karaoke song in Korea. You can't change it up too much.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When you hear it, you let me know. It's a different approach, And some of the stuff I'm still screaming, high and all that. But on She's Gone, there's still very difficult parts to sing. But I didn't do the screaming side of it. It just didn't seem right. It seemed like, then I might as well re-record it exactly, the way we did it. So, but this one, it is done very elegant. So it sounds like a movie. That's what I focused on. And I do want to do a video for this as well, which I'll tell you another time, where I want to do a very dramatic video. It's beautiful. Just so you when you hear it, you'll be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't do anything that is just okay. I just want to do it. Otherwise, I just want it's my life, it's my legacy, and I really put in my heart and my soul into everything I do. Every song, this record was, I mean, who does 40-piece orchestras? You know what I mean? Nobody really invests the time or the money to create something like that. You know what I mean? I'm saying everyone, but not everyone does. So,
No, you're right.
so
Absolutely.
who I am is what I do.
Yeah, the orchestra part, there's some bands that have tried it, and it's really just it's not worked. It's not been a good improvement for their music or their songs. It's just been an inclusive thing. But I think what you're doing with those, I'm really eager to hear it. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's really it is something. It is, and you know what? The LP, I have to say, it just sounds better. It's really crazy. The vinyl. You play the vinyl. I did. I got the masters, and it just sounds warmer. I don't know what it is. It's just there's more magic in the air, so to speak. You know,
Yeah.
it's really interesting. But what happened? Just to give you a quick backstory. We went and we were supposed to release everything on November 30th, my birthday, and what happened? The manufacturer didn't do a good job. The one we had, and I rejected it, and it became a pretty difficult situation. But there's no way I was going to put that much time, that much energy, and money into a project, and then deliver a shit project to my fans. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I rejected it, and that's what now it's. I mean, we lost a lot of time and money, but you know what? It's in the end, it will be worth it.
Right.
So
Sometimes these
and,
labors of love, will cost you more in the long run, but it's worth it in the end.
exactly. That's
They
the way I look at it.
appreciate it anyway because they don't want to hear just you putting something out for the sake of putting something out. They're going to want that true sound of what you interpret yourself, and not just
Yeah,
stuff to get it out and sell records.
exactly. I mean, the whole thing, everything's got to come together. The artwork, it's got to feel, it's got to feel like, the energy of time and focus spent on it, not just something, bam, bam, and oh, here we go, we got another record, another Frontiers record. Oh, throw another one out. We're not doing that.
Yeah,
We're
we
not doing
we, we have enough of those already.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What really sucks is that, and I'm not blaming the bands. It's just the way what's created now that it just doesn't seem like a lot of the bands from my genre, really, really fall in and make a record like the old days. You know what I mean? Really go into the studio, spend the time in the studio, or go away. Really make a record. Now it's just like, oh, everybody, all right, you do it in your bedroom, you do it in your bedroom, and a little studio at home or whatever have you. There's no real focus and create a story and art. You know, I can't write a record unless I live it
Absolutely.
personally. You know,
Right. And I think a lot of it too has to do with how the business has changed so much, where now you're putting out a record just to have a reason to tour, and not putting out a record that you can get behind when you do tour and build it up.
right,
Changed so much.
right,
Uh,
right. That's what I said. This record, it's a 30th anniversary album. I mean, it's the best songs. And I didn't have the heart just to re-record it the way it was. That's easy. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to redo the songs, give it a whole nother twist. You know what I mean? So, a couple of my friends said something really beautiful about playing it for about 5 people in my surrogate family in Connecticut, and I played it. I'll Never Let You Go. And Dawn, she goes, I couldn't. What did she say? I didn't believe, or I couldn't believe that the song could actually be done better than the original.
wow.
That was like, okay, I'll take that.
Oh yeah, that's
So
awesome thing.
Right. So beautiful compliment.
So are you still powering through the high notes on this as much as possible?
Yeah, I mean, Eileen has it. I mean, there's other songs that have it, but She's Gone has definitely a lot of, you got to sing. You got to
Yeah.
be able to sing, but
That was
quick.
that
That
through the whole
Angel Eyes is almost like country / gospel / something.
Wow.
When you guys hear it, when you hear it, let me know what you think.
Oh,
You know,
Oh, definitely, definitely.
but I got a strange feeling it'll catch you.
What's your
It'll get a hold of you.
what's your anticipation on a potential release date?
So we're looking for the digital. We want to release the digital with the LP and everything. Probably, I want to say June.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're working on. I can't make a solid date, is because the manufacturer says, "Well, we're going to get it to you end of May or the first week or two of June." I can't give you the exact. So I said, I don't want to do that to the fans and tell, "Oh, it's coming out now. Oh, by the way, wait a minute, hold on." I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's get the numbers. Let's get the right, and then we'll drop the LP with the digital and the video of "I'll Never Let You Go." So that's what I want to do. Do it all at once. The video, LP, and digital.
Well, if
And
that's
then,
the case and everything comes out in June like you're hoping, we'll let you know in person how it was, because we're actually going to be in Terre Haute, Indiana, for your tour date that you have on July 29th, I believe it is.
Something like that.
okay, right, okay. Well, we'll see you there. Make sure you come and say hello.
Oh, absolutely. Now, are you doing a full-fledged tour or just a few dates here and there over the summer?
No, we're playing. It's picking up a lot. Just dates all the time. Every weekend kind of thing. Which is, that's what the world is today. It's not. I mean, I would love nothing more than to do a full blown out tour. You know what I mean? But maybe that's the near future. I don't know. But right now, it's always, weekends, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Right.
Sunday kind of thing.
And that's kind of how another way things have changed in the business. Now you can just fly in for those weekend dates and be back home on Monday, which is pretty nice for guys that have toured for years.
Well, I mean, it is, it sounds great and easy, but you got to remember, sometimes the flights are like 6 a.m., because you got to get, across the country or whatever have you. You got a time difference, and you got to get up, you got to get to the airport, then you got to take the flight, and then you get off, you got to get into the car. Sometimes you even have to drive 2 hours to get to wherever you know what I mean? So
Right.
it's a lot more, how would I say, ass kicking than anyone thinks. You know what I mean? It's a lot of travel, and then in the morning you're getting up, you got to get ready and start performing. You got to perform, and then you do the same thing on the way back. So it's it's a toll. It's a toll. I'd rather get off stage and go to my bus. You know what I'm saying? Go to my bus or my hotel room, take a shower, jump on a bus, relax, boom, drive to the next thing. It's a lot easier than to planes and things. It's like, yeah. And it doesn't matter what you're flying. Business class, first class, after a while, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Right?
hopefully you have your
It's all a lot of
there
work.
so you can get through security a little quicker.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Really, we got it down like a well-oiled machine, man. It's just well-oiled, and we don't. I walk through pretty easy. Through the security. I got all the passes, all kinds of shit, the lounges, all that stuff. But again, I'm going to tell you, it's a lot. When I slice it, it's a lot.
Still kicks
You
your
know,
ass no matter what.
that's right. But it's worth it once you get on that stage for that hour and a half. It's what we do.
Right. If you think about
You
it,
know.
you come to parts of the Midwest, you may land in an international airport, let's say in Indianapolis, but you still got to drive to Terre Haute, and you got to get your
That's
gear,
right.
everything else. So yeah, I can see what you're saying, and you do that enough that back starts hurting, knees start hurting. I can see it.
Oh no, I'm shot. I'm already. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've definitely got my ass kicked. Yeah, my knee hurts, and I've always got a baby. I got my ass kicked for sure. I mean, you got to remember, this is 35 years of touring the world doing this. Flights that you're flying, 18-hour flights, like going to Indonesia or you know Korea, Japan, and it's like it is what it is. This is what we chose. It's what we do. You know.
Right. Right. And like you said, it's worth it once you get up on stage and do the set list and play the shows. It's all worth it. Get that response.
You keep a good.
It is what it is because. No, go ahead.
Oh, so you obviously keep a good regime. I know you're an in shape guy and you try to stay healthy and all that, and very moderate, if at all, on the alcohol side. And I think I read somewhere where you quit smoking like years ago. So it's really about taking care of yourself too, and not killing
Oh no,
yourself.
it's all about that. By the way, I never ever smoked.
Okay, my
I
mistake.
never ever.
Well, good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, no, it's cool. I never smoked. I never got into drugs. I never did coke in my life, believe it or not. And the reason I'm not knocking anybody who got into it because drugs do sometimes, I guess, great things, but also really, really, really bad things. But I never, I just never did anything that people would regret doing. So it's like, why do something that you're going to regret doing? But not only that, it's my voice, and life has given me a gift, and I so respect this gift that I could still sing is just beyond, beautiful, and I gotta respect that. And if I don't respect it, they'll take it away. That's just all how it works. I don't care what anybody says to me. You respect your gift, and you don't disrespect it, it'll be gone.
Right.
So I want to hold on to this,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a crazy story about SteelHeart and drugs in hotel rooms or anything. I don't think that's ever been out
Yeah.
there. So that's a credit to you.
Nah, it's just not that it's a bad thing. Yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't like, it's more about the music than anything. It's like, if you want to go party, get laid, do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just wasn't, with me, it was like, there's a lot of work to sing the way I sing. You know what I'm saying? And you can't sing that way if you're partying. You can't do it. You can't do it. You gotta sleep. You gotta rest. You gotta work out. There's a lot of work. I'll tell you. Sometimes I wish I was a guitar player. You know what I mean?
Right, because when you think about it, and as older we get as singers, not we, but older singers, I think Steven Tyler's taking a couple days off or three between shows when he's performing. Brian Johnson of AC/DC, they're taking time off in between because they have to have that recovery time to even perform the way they want to be, to sound the way they want to sound. And with the vocal range you have, I'm sure rest has got to be paramount.
Yeah. You know that the thing that works with me the most is the more I sing, the better I get and the easier it gets. And my most difficult part is being at home, do the show, and then you're sitting around for days. And then you go back doing the shows, and it's just like, the momentum.
Right.
You lose the momentum. And when I'm singing every day, the voice it's just like it's a muscle. You know what I mean? It starts really
moved up and ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. But when I'm not performing and the shows are scattered, it's like then you're home. Then I'm in the studio. I'm working office stuff. We're doing business. We're doing promotion and this and that. And I'm not singing. So then when the shows come in, I got to start rehearsing again. Like really focus in and really fall in. That's what it takes.
Right. Go ahead.
Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you hope to be?
I there's several things. We're building on so many things. We built a great team, and SteelHeart Records is kind of growing, which I really enjoy. Just I'm the guinea pig, so to speak. You know what I mean? But I
Sure.
think we're doing a great job, and I would like to first and foremost make a lot more music, and I'd like to get more into movies. We just finished the movie, by the way. I don't know if you know this. We did
We heard something
the
about that.
song "Trust and Love." Song "Trust and Love."
Yes.
Right.
So what happened is that song is the theme of the movie, and they loved it so much that they named the movie "Trust and Love." So the movie's called "Trust and Love," and I got 7 songs in the movie, and I'm also acting in the movie.
Awesome.
And so I'd like to get more into that as well. And wherever life directs me, it takes me. I'm just open arms. But it's interesting. If I could do one thing today, if I could just choose one thing, I would choose just let me sing. I'm fine getting out of the car, going backstage, 15 minutes, give me a cup of tea, I'll do my warm up, go and sing, get off the stage, give me a robe, go in my car, get into the hotel, take a shower, meet my friends down for dinner. That's would be my ultimate thing. And I don't give a shit about anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want me to go to the sing? Sure. How's it go? All right, I'll be over. All right, I'll sing it 5, 6 times. All right, you guys fix it. Bye. Gone.
Off to the next one.
That's what I would love to do. All right.
Sounds
And
like
then
a
go
great
get
band.
you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
sounds
Because
great.
what the music business has become is,
Interesting.
guys, it's insane to do what I do. It's my team and we invest so much energy and time into just being heard, promoted, and we're only scratching the surface. You know, the way the business is, it's so difficult because so many people are putting music out. And it's very challenging these days, not like it used to be.
Well, you talk
But
about, how more challenging it is and how much it's changed. What is that one advice or set of advice you have for new bands that are trying to make it?
well, it's like this. When it comes to art and music, and you got that fire in your belly, and you got that fire in your soul, you're not allowed to quit. It's what you do. You're a messenger, right? Whatever's coming through you is that you're relaying to other people, whether it's to the masses or to the environment around you. Okay. So that's where it's almost like a curse, a beautiful curse, but it's what it is. It's who you are and what we do. However, the business side of it, the one thing I can advise you is that literally you really, really need a team. You need a team. You need a team, not just, a couple of friends helping you here and there. I mean, it's become so complicated, guys, that there's the Spotify's, the Apples, the Pandoras, the YouTubes, and all of these platforms need intense amount of focus. You got to make videos. You got to put out a song every like 7 weeks or so because the algorithms. There's so much to learn. From this record, when we started promoting and building this team, I have learned I've learned how much I don't know about the music business today.
Even now.
And what I know now is a lot, but I still am learning every single day. And not just me, even everybody on my team, we're all looking at each other going, holy shit, another fucking act. You know what I mean? It's just endless, you know? And to keep this going, the momentum, It is pretty intense because it's focus, it's money, it's literally devotion of time. I spend, I'm telling you, I spend 14-hour days still. I've never worked harder in my life, you
And
know,
it's
and I
not
do it
just
because
writing
I love
songs. You know,
it. What's that?
you're not just writing songs, you're worrying about every aspect of SteelHeart and the business
Right,
and what you're doing. So, yeah, that could
right.
be completely exhausting, I would think.
It's beyond brutal, and the thing is this, the labels at my level, the band's level, they can't do what we can do and what we are doing. There's no way they're going to invest the money or the time of what we're doing. You know what I mean? Now, the major labels, that's not going to work because they're focused only on, young, younger generation. You know what I mean? It's not this generation anymore with the, majors. And so that's why I started a label, or should I say, just started really focusing on a label because now this is the future. You know, it's
Yeah,
my future.
exactly.
We got a great distributor. We got great. I mean, we got a good chance. You know, and we see where it goes. Life had its own vision for me, though.
Yeah, I'm sure with the positivity and a good team, like you said, you guys are going to do good and continue doing it. I know we're looking forward to the release of the album, especially with everything you've said about it. Can't wait to hear I guess the remakes of it. Growing up
Yeah,
in the '90s for us, it was we know how the old school sound is for all the Steelheart stuff, and we're really looking forward to it. And we know that. You've got other things to do. We want to thank you definitely for joining us this week. It's been our pleasure. Like I said when we started, we've been wanting to hook up with you for a while, and we really appreciate you taking the time to spend with us. And we're going to get this posted on all of our socials for our fans and fans of Steelheart as well. So again, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
my pleasure. Thank you for having me, gents.
Absolutely. We look
Love
forward
you.
to seeing you in July.
All right, enjoy your life. Time's ticking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
You
Bye bye.
too.